Nancy Cogar is here, as you know from watching the show on a regular basis. She is an elder law attorney here in town, really become one of our very good friends on 3+You. So good to see you.
Always good to see you, Julie.
So I think, without getting very personal in this conversation, one of the reasons that you are so good at what you do, and one of the reasons I think that you bring your whole heart to what you do and helping people, is that you've walked it too, right?
Oh yeah, and still walking it. You know, this is something I carry around with me all the time. I'm trying to come up with, options, solutions related to my own family and the aging process. And it's not easy. It's not easy.
No, it's not. And so just like if you have a health condition, chances are you're going to be sent to a specialist. Within the legal profession, you want somebody who specializes in these very things because it's what you live and breathe. So we always have fun talking about Catch Your Podcast.
Yeah.
Boomer Time. You coming up on your third season.
We are coming up on our third season. I just thank everybody for just becoming a part of the community. I've heard so much positive feedback, and I just wanted to continue to grow. So we are just trying to spread the word, take some of the anxiety out of some of these issues, make these complex legal issues easier to understand, and most of all, as you know, start working on a plan.
Right. So what you're doing now is you're going to make an announcement here about how you're making that plan a little bit easier for folks. You tell.
Absolutely. Because, if you've been around a while, you know how important it is for me as far as being aware and educated so that you have to have something in place that fits your needs, your background, your budget, all those things. So I've been working away at the midnight hour on a book that is going to be coming out before too long. It's called the Boomer Time Blueprint. So it takes all these issues and looks at them, good and bad, takes real life scenarios and talks about what went right, what went wrong. And most of all, it tells you what you need to do related to each issue that may come up, how to protect yourself, how to protect your family, to have someone in place that is legally authorized to take care of you if and when you need it, protect your assets. How is what you own going to work for you?
Right.
How are you not going to lose it by not planning? All these things. You can't do that after the fact.
No.
It's much harder.
You also can't do it when you're in the crisis mode either, because if you're in a crisis, everything is urgent.
Right.
And you don't have time to make any one thing most important.
You have to turn into really a new season with your family or those people close to you, because it's got to be a team effort. It really does. It's so multifaceted.
Okay, so I'm kind of living this too. You and I had some conversations off camera, and I'm so very grateful because my family is super, super close. And so we are very, very fortunate with that. My mom and my three brothers and I are just a strong unit. Not everybody has that, and even as strong as we all understand things differently, come to conclusions at different times. So your book, would it be beneficial almost for each of us to have a copy?
Absolutely, because for one thing, I've got worksheets that you can work through independently, looking for information you're going to need, or just asking yourself, gauging yourself, how do I feel about this? You don't have to share that with anybody, but at least you're getting it out. You're thinking about these things.
Right.
And then the other part is those real life examples. I got people who come in with different perspectives about what should happen, when, where they are in this season, and I'm a lot of times, hey, let's back up.
Right.
Because here's where we need to start with this. And I think it helps with that too, because then everybody comes in, hopefully, on the same page or more so.
Right. So when we're talking kind of in general terms, Nancy, within the umbrella of elder law, we're talking things like wills, estate plannings, power of attorney, keep going.
Trusts, end of life directives. What do you want to happen to you? If you're unexpectedly incapacitated, what if you have dementia? These are things that have to be addressed. How long do you want to stay in your house? Can you stay in your house? What do you need to do to keep yourself in your house?
Right.
So these are, and it's not just, I practice here in Tennessee, which I love, but it's not just a Tennessee issue. This is happening everywhere. We've got baby boomers who were all born, after World War II, and they're starting to age, and they've been independent. They want to do things on their own. Guess what? You need to start communicating with people about what you have, what you need, and how are you going to face the next 15, 20 years.
Right.
It's a necessity.
Okay, you mentioned that you're here in Tennessee, so assuming then that if you're watching and you have a child that lives, or a parent that lives in Mississippi, you can't cross those state lines. You can't really help them that way?
Well, that's another reason I wrote the book, because we're all in different places now. So in these concepts, these general concepts, are happening everywhere, regardless of whether it's in Tennessee or not. So I want you to be able, if you're in Alabama, if you're in Massachusetts, I want you to be able to recognize these issues and then know what you're looking for. You want to find somebody, you know, who's got essentially my background in that area, because that's an issue too, Julie, that I see coming up. People will go get cookie cutter kind of generic documents, and those are going to backfire.
Yes.
They're not going to give you what you need.
You need somebody who's totally customizing this to your life, right? And hearing you talk about all of the good sides and the bad sides.
Right, because you can protect against the bad sides. Say
Correct.
you got somebody you absolutely do not want to be making decisions for you. I understand that. I have a few of those people.
Right.
But you need to put it in something that will hold, you know?
So you don't have to wait to listen to the podcast. It drops every week. It's called Boomer Time with Nancy Cogar. Then watch for the book to come out in the next few weeks. You can go ahead and get the pre-order in, though.
Yes.
I would recommend that. It's called the Boomer Time Blueprint.
Right.
It will be available on Amazon,
Right.
but go ahead and get your pre-order in now.
At nancycogar.com.
Great
so
to
it's a
see you.
blueprint for the golden seasons of your life.
Love it.
Yeah, thank you.